Welcome to Fantasy NBA Good, the greatest fantasy basketball podcast of all time. This is episode 22. My name is Purity, but of course I'm not alone. I'm joined by my co-host.
Hi guys, my name is Ewan. Welcome to episode 22
Yes,
of Good Pod.
Good Pod. I'm always excited about Gut Pod. Talk about some basketball
And goats?
and eating goods.
No, I don't
Just
need goats.
Well, it's not that bad actually.
No, no, thank you.
So we always start with something interesting and fun, right?
Yeah, there are not that many funny news. These are the dog days of summer in NBA. Nothing going on, nothing fun, nothing funny.
That is
So, did you prepare some interesting, funny story at least from history, from ways back?
that is true. I did come up with something very interesting, and people out there, I'm pretty sure you're gonna hear this. It's about the greatest player of all time, Shaquille O'Neal, the biggest.
He's not the greatest of all time.
Oh, Kobe is okay. He's second
That's
greatest.
now you're gonna lose many listeners after you said Kobe was.
Okay.
Only Lakers fans are gonna stick and continue listening to this podcast. You can say hello, goodbye to Jordan fans. You can say goodbye to LeBron fans.
So this is what happened. Okay, forgive me, guys. For
The strongest,
yes,
the
strongest players of all time. Yes, Shaquille O'Neal. So what happens? He was sitting down in an interview with his former coach, Phil Jackson.
They were having an interview together, or
yes, together. They were seated together at the Staples Center having an interview, and he was asked about Shaquille, how about back in the days, how he was like a player, and he said that Shaquille, he's always like bring fun to the team, like he's always cracking.
yeah, he was always goofing.
Goofing
He was never
around.
serious. That's why him and Kobe never got
Never got
along
along.
together, because Kobe is
A person with the mentality that
yeah,
business mentality, that a winning mentality. He has no time for joking. He's serious. He just wants to win.
has a discipline.
Yeah, but I also think a little fun wouldn't hurt anyone. Joking around here and there, like the big honey. He's always joking.
Who? Nikola Jokic,
Yeah.
the Joker.
Yes, he's always making jokes. That is
Well,
fun. It's fun, actually.
I don't know if he's always making jokes. Well,
Yeah,
I saw that.
I saw a clip on the.
Yeah, it was only one clip.
Well, yeah, but remember when he broke the microphone and then he
Oh
said,
yeah, that was funny.
that was funny.
I don't know if people remember. He broke the mic.
Yes, and then he said,
He said
I
it
don't
was a
know,
press conference. He
yeah.
said he was adjusting a microphone and he broke it, and he made such a funny face, like what?
Yes.
Microphone got broken.
And
Something
he
like that.
broke it, and he's trying to say someone else did it. Oh my god. So he said that one day Shaquille O'Neal shocked everyone when he showed up for practice with completely naked, with just his shoes on. Can you believe?
Were those basketball shoes, or
Yes.
like
Yes, but shoes for practice.
serious shit?
No, for practice. He came for practice naked. How can it be not embarrassed? I would never. Okay, and then there is this other guy also. I think he was his coach.
Alvin Gentry.
Alvin
When
Gentry.
Shaq was back in Phoenix.
Yes.
Playing for Suns.
Yes, he would say he would tackle his teammates, wrestle them naked, and call it a Brazilian wrestling. Yes.
Brazilian. Why is Brazilian wrestling naked? Like
I don't know anything about Brazilian wrestling, but if he said it, then it must be happening over there, for sure. So what are we gonna cover today on the GOAT Pod?
Well, today we're gonna talk about drafting. I will be talking about average draft position, is it called ADP? About classic drafts, and about auction drafts. It's gonna be this first part. Later, we will talk about top 50 rankings. Their ESPN has them. ESPN Fantasy
Already?
Basketball. Yeah, they have top 50 players, and then we will talk about some sleepers, and if we have time, we will play this stupid little game that we play.
Oh, God. So, guys, let's talk about ADP.
Yes, average draft position. Um, you probably know what it is. You all see it when prior to your drafts. You see as soon as when Yahoo releases their rankings, you see this average draft position on your when you go into your draft room. You see this ADP, and it can be useful, but it also can be really misleading. I will try. We can talk about ADP like for the whole podcast, but I will try to be as short as possible and just not get so deep into it. I just want to, if someone doesn't know how it works, I will try like to explain basics. So let's for example take this player. We'll call him player X. There's some guy who is ranked. Player X is ranked as when Yahoo opens their leagues, they have rankings. Player X is ranked as, let's say, 110. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So people in the beginning, some people really do draft that early, like early September. People do their drafts, even though it's not recommendable. But people do. Not many people, but so because that's his average draft position, most people take him around 110, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Later on, yeah, one important thing I don't want to forget. Let's take this scenario that we saw last year with John Collins and Jared Allen. They were so much hyped by fantasy basketball experts, by NBA reporters, by like all this NBA media.
Mm-hmm.
So they jumped so much from this beginning, from this initial rankings,
Mm-hmm.
until like the season started. They jumped so much. They were not even sleepers. They were overpaid in many league, and Jared Allen didn't pay off. But that's not what I'm talking about. This was just an example what I'm trying to explain. So early September, people draft them 110. Then like people, journalists, reporters start to hype them, and then let's say like late September, people draft them around 90. But that's not their actual ADP, because in the beginning they were drafted as 100 and let's say around 100 by the end of September. So beginning it was 110, now it's 100. So their average ADP is somewhere in the middle, right? Like
Yeah.
I'd say 105, 105. That's their average draft position. Then we're by the end of September, the player is being drafted by at number let's say 90. Then like beginning of October, people are drafting him. Majority of people, we're talking about majority of people, are drafting him around 80, right? And just right before season starts, people draft him like, let's say, around 75, maybe, like let's say 75. So he's because in the beginning there are not many people drafting, and it's like when the drafts are approaching, this number of people drafting is growing. So just last couple of days prior the season starts, most of drafts are there, so millions of people are drafting then. So the real average draft position you will see for that player, he was started as 110, and he now people are drafting him around 110, and now people are drafting him around 75. So I didn't do the math, but let's say like his average draft position is like, I don't know, let's give some number like 90, maybe 90. That's his average draft position. But all the experts will tell you no, like he should be drafted as at the position 75. Understand? Because the average draft position is where like people averagely draft him, you know. So you have to this average draft position, someone, because of that, it might be misleading. Like you will see like his average, this player X, his average draft position is 90, but people who did many mock drafts, people who read people who listen to podcasts, they know that this player is worth much more, that he should be drafted around 75. So you're expecting to get him around 90, and someone grabs him before you at 75. Or if you are an auction draft, you know, you don't want to pay him that much, someone grabs him, you know.
Yeah, got it.
So this is the average draft position. And Yahoo also, another misleading thing, they do average draft position for all types of leagues. So like your league is not, if you have a custom league, it's not same as any other league, is some other league. So this average draft position, you should be very careful with it, because it's tricky, it's specific, but it can be really, really helpful.
Let's continue, guys. I hope we won't be distracted by this barking of a dog over here in our neighborhood. So let's continue.
Yeah, these neighborhood dogs,
I don't know if it's hungry.
They don't care about podcasters. They're probably they're not into podcasting. They don't listen to podcasts, especially not ours, because it's about goats.
Yes.
But if it's like a shepherd dog, they do yeah. If it's a shepherd dog, they should care about goats.
Why?
Well, like they shepherd the goats, you know.
Ah. That was a good joke.
Okay,
let's continue.
We're talking now about standard drafts. Standard drafts are usually snaking drafts. You probably know most of things about snaking drafts. Some people try risking at the beginning of these standard drafts. That's something you should never do, because these first couple of rounds, 2-3 rounds, depending on the league size, of course, they cannot win you a league. They can just lose your league. So you can only lose your league if you're risking in the first 2 or 3 rounds. You cannot win. Like there's no way that it will, some risky moves in a first, second, third round win you a league. So first round, second round, probably third round, again depending on the league size, you should draft players that are exactly at you should not go down like many spots down, or reach down. You draft what's available and what's the best quality. That's what you're drafting. So later on, of course, you should risk, especially when you're at the end of the draft. This last 2 spots, of course you should risk. Like you don't want someone who, like your 12th, 13th player, you don't want someone who like Andre Iguodala. You know who Andre Iguodala is, and you know that he cannot be any better. So you should risk with some young promising player who, instead of being like top 150, let's say, he can be top 100, something like that.
Got it.
So in of course, the important thing about the drafting uh, that you should always like draft after those three players, that you should always draft players uh, that you think that they can be better. Like if you're drafting someone in sixth round, it's better to draft someone who you think that it's probable that guy can even be fourth round during the season. He can uh, get better than he was last year, so he has a value of someone who is a fourth round. And because that's how you win. Draft is really important part of the season. Like drafting
Determines
can
your win.
determine, the huge percent of the rest of your season. And now the last thing, uh, auction drafts. I cannot believe that so many people, even some fantasy basketball experts, they still haven't tried auction drafts. Okay, I know it's relatively new thing. It's not a new thing. The auction drafts, cannot remember, they appeared like 2012, 13. It was a really long time ago, and some people still don't like them. I do like them. I like them much more than classic drafts, because on auction draft, your knowledge, the much you know about NBA, and is if you have a lot of experience, if you have experience in fantasy basketball, if you have experience in watching, following NBA league, you can benefit, you can profit much more than you can do in standard drafts. So I don't know why people are so opposed that. It's much more fun, and I don't know, I would recommend you playing. But okay, I so what I wanted to say about these auction leagues, I never, okay, it depends on league size. Always, everything depends on the league size, but I never draft like first 20, sometimes even 25 players. I Because what you get if you draft like first 20 players, you get like two superstars, and then like maybe one like good player, and then the rest of your team is like really bad players. Like you can buy these players for like few dollars, $1. So
Ah,
what I do is I draft like 25, 30. I try to go 25, and then all of my team, all the players that I draft to be like uh, somewhere between 25 and 60, or maybe 70, also depending on the league size. Maybe, yeah, 60, 70, maybe 80 if the league is bigger. So like I have the team made of really good players. Like none of them is a superstar, but so many times it happens that some of those guys that I drafted as 25, as 30, 35, they become like really superstars. They became stars in the league during the season. So uh, that is what I would recommend. Like do not. And those first top 20 guys, they're always overpaid. In my experience, the guys always overpay them. So just wait, be patient, but still also really important, do not wait too long. Like even happened to me in the beginning when this auction draft started. I would wait too long. Like I wait until it reaches like someone who is like top 50, and then it's too late. So like you need to do a lot of these mock drafts for auction leagues, so you will get experience, and then you will know what you're doing, because you can panic very easily in this auction draft, and then
I don't like drafting actually, because I'm not sure.
it's stressful, huh?
Yeah, it's stressful. So yeah, this is very
Well,
helpful. Mock draft is really
it's
helpful.
stressful for the beginners.
Yes, I am a beginner, so
So I remember when I started playing fantasy, it was like now in 2000. I was stressed
Mm.
when I was drafting in his
Yeah.
first couple of years.
So you need a lot of help. So yeah.
Okay, so that's everything that I had to say on draft subject.
These are the NBA rankings according to ESPN. So number 1 is Giannis Antetokounmpo, rank number 2 Anthony Davis, number 3 James Harden, number 4 Carl Anthony Towns, and number 5 LeBron James. Well, I think this list is correct.
Well, it's really hard to talk about these rankings because there's so many different leagues, and most of people uh, they play custom leagues. So just talking just about rankings like that, but generally, uh, me, like generally, I would take Anthony as number one. Anthony Davis is number one. Uh, Carl Anthony Towns, like I would put him. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna play a lot of games, and I don't think that he's gonna be rested as much. Like this load management is gonna be so important this season. This is gonna determine like who how you gonna do in your league. And Carl, he's like as they call those players Iron Man. He's gonna play a lot. I don't know. He's like top three for me, maybe like James, okay, Giannis, like Anthony, Carl. Okay, they're the top four. I would put Anthony first, and yeah, maybe I don't know, but Carl is maybe should be third. I don't know. Okay, let's continue. Let's see another five players.
Okay, number 6 Joel Embiid, number 7 Nikola Jokic.
LeBron, did you read LeBron as number 5?
Yes.
I think this is too high for LeBron. No, I'm sure this is high. Like LeBron number 5. There's no way that anybody's gonna draft LeBron as number 5. So
Why?
no,
He's great.
he's gonna be rested. He's no way he goes 5. So what did you say?
Number 6 Joel Embiid, number 7 Nikola Jokic, number 8 Russell Westbrook, number 9 Paul George, and number 10 Kawhi Leonard. I thought Kawhi was gonna be top 5.
Well, first Nikola Jokic. If you ask me, it goes before LeBron. It goes before Joel. Russell, too high if you ask me.
Yes.
Paul George, Kawhi. I think I would put Kawhi is gonna be rested. Paul, maybe not that. Like Kawhi is gonna play like he's not gonna be like play 100 like people say 110%. He's not gonna be. He's just gonna
Miss some games.
be put it on a cruise control until the playoffs. Well, Paul George, he's more like he's type of the guy who gives like 110%. I don't like that 110%, but that's the best to explain it. Okay, let's
Number 11 Andre Drummond, number 12 Steph Curry, number 13 Rudy Gobert, 14 Nikola Vucevic, number 15 Ben Simmons.
I would put Steph much higher. I would put Steph like he's number 12. I would move him to maybe it could be tricky, but like let's say maybe number 5, number 6. I don't know, because just try to remember Steph and his stats and his fantasy value before
He's
Durant.
top 10.
Before he's more than top 10 before Durant. That's what I'm saying. Like okay, he's older now, but still like it's gonna be only Steph this year in Golden State, and it's I think number 12 is too low. Everything else is okay. Okay, let's go. Where are we? 11.
Number 16
16.
Damian Lillard, number 17 John Collins, 18 Zion Williamson, 19 Kyrie Irving, 20 Clint Capella. How is Zion in front of Capella? I don't know.
Well, I would never risk with a rookie this high. What is number
18?
No way, I'm not risking with a rookie at number 18. Clint, I love Clint for the league, for the types of the league that I play. In my dynasty league, Clint is great. I would in my league he's number 20. Other leagues, I don't think so. I would put some other guys before Clint, but yeah, for example, number 21, Bradley Beal should go much higher than Clint.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's
21 Bradley Beal, 22 DeAndre Ayton, 23 LaMarcus Aldridge, 24 Blake Griffin, and 25 Tobias Harris.
Oh yeah,
List is
as
okay.
as I said, Bradley should be much higher. DeAndre, yeah, he's okay. I don't know. Marcus Blake, I don't know. If they're gonna be healthy. I don't know. Let's continue.
Number 26 Drew Holiday, 27 DeMar DeRozan, 28 Lauri Markkanen, 29 Jimmy Butler, and number 30 Kevin Love. Kevin Love?
Yeah, we'll
Oh yeah,
see if
Kevin
he's gonna
Love.
be healthy. If it might be risky even at number 30 because he's been injured all the time. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
And Lowry, maybe too high. That's number 20. I think this is too high for Lowry Markkanen.
Yeah. Luka should be there, up there.
Let's.
Okay, 31 Luka Doncic, 32 Devin Booker, 33 Kemba Walker, 34 Julius Randle, and 35 Chris Paul.
Well, all these guys except Chris Paul and Julius Randle should be much higher. Kemba should be much higher. Like Devin Booker should be much higher. Devin Booker, I even think like that he can be the best scorer this league. That he will be scoring the most points per game. That there is huge possibility for that. I would put even Devin. Okay, Devin, Luka, yeah, maybe even Devin. It depends if Devin's gonna be healthy whole season because they will shut him down at the end of the season as they do all the time. Kemba is gonna be good. Luka, yeah, I think these three guys are too low. Okay, let's go.
Chris Paul is too low this time, no? Or it's okay. He's number 35.
Well, no, I don't think he's too low.
Okay, 36. Domantas Sabonis, 37 Hassan Whiteside, 38 DeAndre Jordan, 39 Pascal Siakam, and number 40 Kyle Lowry.
No, I don't agree with so many things here. So I love Domantas Sabonis, and we're gonna talk about him in this next segment. And I don't know how Yahoo is gonna rank him, but I would talk about him as a sleeper, but as number 30, he's not sleeper. Like no one is gonna overpay Domantas Sabonis at this position. I don't think like he's gonna be drafted. This is like he's in front of Miles Turner. This like this is for me. This is just insane. Hassan Whiteside, really? Number 31. Like this 37. Is DeAndre 37. Sorry. Yeah. So Domantas 36. Sorry, I cannot see well. DeAndre. Oh, this is just way too much. Pascal okay, Pascal. I would put Pascal so much higher than this. I would put Pascal like 10 positions higher than this, in front of all these centers. DeAndre, Hassan, Domantas. I don't agree with this. And what's left?
Number 41, Steven Adams, 42, Kristaps Porzingis, 43, Trae Young, and 44, Mike Conley, 45, Al Horford.
So, Steven Adams, I'm okay with Steven Adams. Kristaps, he's 100% now. He's been 100% healthy for several months now, even before the season ended. So I think he'll be good to go, but like he has that glass body made of glass. I just hope he stays healthy. Trae Young, Trae Young number what? 43? Oh my god, what are these people doing? Trae Young 43. Trae Young is gonna go as number 20, 25, no problem in any league. You'll see. Mike Conley, I don't know. Al Horford. Okay, let's continue.
Number 46, Ja Morant, 47, Victor Oladipo, 48, Draymond Green, 49, Zach LaVine, and number 50, Wendell Carter Jr. Mhm.
So Ja Morant
Jamorant.
too high. Like, this is too high for rookie point guard. There's no way he's gonna be this good. Victor Oladipo. Why would you draft? So like this is like third round of the draft, right?
Mhm.
Like uh, let's say
Yeah,
third
third
round of
round.
the draft, approximate.
Mm.
You're drafting in the third round. You're drafting a guy who's not gonna play for months. Like why? Like why? Like I don't understand. And he
No,
was bad last season, like really bad comparing to the previous
no
season before.
news of him coming back anytime soon.
I think some around New Year. I'm not sure. That was no. I'm not sure. I don't want
No
to.
news yet.
But there are. I didn't check. But like you take someone who's not gonna play it even 2 months. It's a lot.
But
Two, three
Drummond
months.
is high.
But Draymond, I think that Draymond will bounce back now since Durant has left. Uh, DeMarcus has left. Clay Thompson is injured, so they won't be. They don't. They're so thin at the center.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think they Damon. This is what 48. I think that I don't know. Maybe like some around 50, around 60. I don't know. This might be right. Zach Lavine. I don't know what to say about that. Wendell Carter. I hope he will be healthy. So yeah, so many things that I don't agree here. This will change. This will change, of course. Yahoo will be much different than this,
Yeah.
and by yeah, this will change very soon. This. We were just reading this and commenting, so you see what like some analysts think, but yeah, I don't like this. So guys, let's do the sleepers, even though some of these guys are not typical sleepers, like especially after ESPN ranking Domantas Sabonis at number 30. So, but I don't think that's gonna be his actual draft position, ADP, average draft position. But first, I wanted to talk about Malcolm Brogdon. Do you want to know his nicknames? Huh?
Mhm.
Humble Moses, the President, Uncle, Malcolm.
Why humble Moses? Moses from the
I
Bible.
have no idea why.
Ah.
But he's appearing like he's a really smart guy. Like people are saying he's like one of the most intelligent guys in NBA. His mother is like president of some university or something,
Oh.
and he was really old when he entered NBA. He was 24. So
Oh.
he mm, he's now in Indiana. He's
Mhm.
playing for Pacers. He's gonna be playing point guard this season, which is what he prefers. And also Victor Oladipo is injured, so I think that he will have really good season, especially this first part before Victor returns. And I don't know where he's gonna be ranked, but I think he will be worth of drafting. We'll have to wait and see. But I think he's gonna be really good. In last season, he played 64 games, started all of them, played 28.6 minutes per game. Field goal percentage 50.5. 3 points, he was making 1.6 threes per game. That's 42.6 from the 3 point line, beyond 3 point line. Free throw percentage 92.8. Offensive rebounds 1, defensive rebounds 3.5. That's 4.5 total rebounds. Assists low for someone who is point guard. He was point guard, shooting guard actually throughout his career. Still low, 3.2. steals 0.7, blocks 0.2, and he was averaging turnovers 1.4, and he was averaging 15.6 points per game. I think he will be better. I think this season, I think he will be worth of drafting. So Domantas Sabonis. Domantas Sabonis, yeah, his nickname is Domas. That's his father nickname too. Like
They have the same nickname?
Yeah, as I can remember, his father was also that was his nickname. His father was like one of the best European centers of all time and one of the best European players of all time and one of the hugest, the largest, the biggest centers in the history of basketball. He went to NBA. He was rookie when he was like 36, 7. Like he was really old when he went to NBA. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was a great player. Domantas is not even close. Like Arvydas was. He's legend. He's legend there in Lithuania.
Yeah.
And yeah, and Lithuania is a basketball country, like the most basketball country in the world. We here in Serbia, we like to say we're a basketball country, but in Lithuania, that's the only sport that matters. So Domantas Sabonis, he will be starting power forward this year, which he wasn't last year. He's been sixth player coming off the bench. He had some good stretches, some mediocre stretches. He was not that great. Like he was in and out in many teams. So I just hope this year, if he's gonna be starting, I hope he will be more consistent. He's still 22. I don't know. He has been 22 in this last season. So yeah, he's still young.
Still strong.
Yeah, he played a lot. Like first season 81, last season before 74 games. Last season he started only 5 games. That was the least in his career. Didn't play a lot. 24.8 minutes. His field goal percentage 59. He doesn't hit threes, doesn't even attempt many threes. He's scoring 0.1 per game, attempting 0.2. His 3-point percentage is 52.9. Like 2 points percentage 59.2. Free throw percentage 71.5. Offensive rebounds, this is where his strength is, like rebounds 2.5 offensive, 6.8 defensive. He's really good rebounder. That's 9.3 rebounds total. Assist 2.9. Steal 0.6. Blocks, he's really bad blocker. This is really bad for someone who's playing center or power forward. 0.4. Turnovers 2.2, and points 14.1. He's been raising these points. First season 5.9, second season 11.6, and now last season 14.1. I think as a starting power forward, he can this season he can get up to like around 18, up to 18, which is really good. So you will have to wait and see if he's gonna be ranked this high as I mean, he's not gonna be ranked this high. Number, what was he, number 36? I don't believe he's gonna be that high. So wait and you'll see if you can get him some like middle rounds, later rounds. I think he will pay off. And the last guy, the guy that we talked so much about this last season. He was good. Jonathan Isaac, yeah. We're talking about Jonathan Isaac. Jonathan, nickname is Jonathan Judah Isaac.
Judas Iscariot.
Judas, yeah. Why? Why is he called like that?
I don't know. Did he betray someone? Because
I don't know. Like, he's pastor. Why would he? you know that he's pastor.
Yes, I know.
And there was like some like inauguration for him to get like pastor license, probably something like that. So he called all of his friends from Orlando. That was in his rookie year. Like, he called them because that was a huge big deal for him. He called them to come to be present there, and no one came. No one showed up. Like, and everybody said he's so nice guy, blah blah blah. I don't know. People don't like him.
People don't like nice guys.
Yeah. So Johnny Isaac had a really good season. Like, we talked so much about this guy. He's one of these guys. He has like everything. He can shoot trees, he can rebound, he can block, he can steal. He's really, really great. I think that you like should consider him, even paying a decent price for him, meaning drafting him high. I think he's just gonna get better. Okay, first season he didn't play a lot. Of course, he was injured. You remember last season he played a lot. He started season, he got injured immediately. The season started, and people thought, oh no, again, like here we go again. But no, he played 75 games. Is he 22 now? I don't know. He was 21 last season, so he's really young. Power forward on Yahoo, he has power forward, small forward. It's available for 2 positions. So he started 64 of those 75 games, played 26.6 minutes. He shot from the field 42.9% field goals, threes 1.1, percentages beyond 3-point line are 32.3. 2 points from the field goals, 2-point percentage, 51%. Free throws, he was shooting free throws 81.5%. Offensive rebounds 1.3. Defensive rebounds 4.2. Total rebounds 5.5. I think that will go up. I think that should go up. Assist 1.1, steals 0.8. Even if we can get that like 1, a little bit over 1, it would be really great. Blocks 1.3. I think that's enough for him, especially like these threes are more than 1, blocks more than 1, like really good. Turnovers 1, and points only 9.6. That will go up. That's for sure. The points will go up. It doesn't have to go up like a lot, like not like Sabonis 18 points, because from Sabonis you get points, rebounds, nothing much else. Like this guy produces everywhere in every stat category. So yeah, just keep him on mind. I think he's gonna pay off. I think he's gonna pay a lot. I think he's gonna be really, really good. This is this 3rd year, really important year for every player, where these guys take if they take a leap, they take a huge leap. So he might become like really, really good player.
So guys, we are not gonna play the game because we ran out of time.
Game.
The guessing game.
Well, we didn't run. I hate when podcasters say we ran out of time. What time? Like who gives you time? Someone like.
No.
Like you're paying for, like we're over 30 minutes mark. We paid for only 30 minutes on our platform where we host. No, just like it's just a stupid phrase. Like it's just too much. We don't want to bother with playing this game every episode.
Yes. So next time though. Probably.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But the season is approaching. There's gonna be much more content like
Oh yeah.
very soon. So, anyways, yeah, where you can find us. You can find first, yeah, what's most important, Anchor. That's where you can find us. That's
Yes.
where we host our podcast.
That's
Anchor
right.
is great. Anchor is for free. Everything is for free. If you want to start your podcast, go to Anchor.
Yeah.
Anchor is not paying us to say that, and we're saying because they're really good.
They're really great to us.
You can, well,
Thank
yeah,
you, Anchor.
they're giving you everything for free. If you're thinking of starting podcasts, just go Anchor FM. So you just go to, if you want to listen to all of our podcasts and you don't have any podcatcher, any application, we were talking about that last time, just go to anchor.fm/fantasy NBA Goat. You can also find our podcast at literally every podcatcher. Podcatcher is an application which you install on your phone and you listen to every podcast. So you can find us on on Google Podcasts, on Apple Podcasts, on Stitcher, on TuneIn, on Podbean, Player FM, Spotify, of course. So many. One day I'm gonna create write down the list so I can read it.
Every podcatcher out there that you know of, you will find us there.
Yeah.
And follow us on Twitter,
On
Facebook.
social networks.
Yeah. On Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Just search for us a Fantasy NBA Goat.
Yeah, that's our handle everywhere. Just remember Fantasy NBA Goat.
Yes.
Don't forget that.
Yes.
And of course, our website. Just visit our website.
Yes. It's a really good website. Just go click on it and find all the.
It's really good.
Really good website.
I designed it, so it must be really good.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the address? Do you remember?
www.weebly.
No, it's not. That's not. Address of our website is fantasynbagoats.weebly.com.
Fantasy.weebly. Got it.
Not dot. fantasynbagoats.weebly.com. Weebly spelled with WEEBLY, 2 E's. And email address. Do you remember that?
fantasynbagoat@gmail.com.
That's it.
That's it. Thank you for listening.
Thank you guys. Bye bye.
So, yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And what can I say? Mamba out.